For the blade, Alwyn is content, not content. This, which I hate. This is the worst part of it, I think. I genuinely have not been able to read. Look who it is! Hello my angels, welcome back to another video. My name is Ro and today we're doing week 4 of the Magical Readathon and Bookoplathon. So yeah, we're starting out week 4, pretty much the final week now because the last day of September is next Thursday, I think. So this will be an 8-day vlog instead of a 7. So we'll see how that goes. I have so many books still left to read this month. Pretty sure it's not going to happen, but we're going to power through regardless. I am going to replace 2 books on my TBR because I started EOTV and I started Grace of Kings last week. And they weren't on my TBR, so I'm just going to try and swap those out for other prompts. Obviously, I will figure all that out when it comes to my wrap-up, so you guys will see that in the wrap-up, what I've swapped out, because I haven't decided yet. So that does only leave me with 4 more books to read this month, as well as finishing the ones that I'm currently reading. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to obviously try and keep the shortest books on my TBR, such as the beautiful ones, My Best Friend's Exorcism. I do actually want to read The Last Graduate because it's coming out this month, so maybe keep those 3. Get rid of Ninth House and For the Wolf. That's just my current, like, what came off the top of my head. For the Wolf could also fit in really nicely with October as well as Ninth House. Like, those books can definitely fit in like a spooky vibe. So, I'm actually not too pissed off with this final week. Like, what I am going in is not what I thought it would be. I thought I would be reading a lot more, but it's fine. Do you know what? It's fine. But anyway, last week we kicked it off with a unboxing, or it might have been the week before, I don't remember. It was the From Blood and Ash one, whenever you saw it. But today, literally just a few minutes ago, I had a massive package from Goldsboro and one from Waterstones as well. I know what the Waterstones one is, and I know what some of the Goldsboro one is as well. So let's just dive right into those. So the Waterstones one is an odd one because I read Ariadne in August, and it only came out this year, but for some reason, Waterstones have decided to already do a special edition of it. And I think this is gorgeous, gorgeous white version. I do have the original. I will simply reach over and find it for you. So this bluey black is the original, and this white and blue is the new one, like special edition. And it's signed as well, so they're both signed, which is great. I will not be keeping both. Yeah, same end papers, which is like the Greek kind of thing. Although having like both on my shelf would be like a cool contrast. Like having them next to each other. But I have said to my friend Ema, I'm just going to send her this one, or give it to her whenever I see her, for her to read at least. Because there's no point in having both. But now that I'm looking at them together, they do look really good together. But I need to shut the fuck up, otherwise I'm going to make that decision. And that's not a good decision to make. Okay, and now Goldsboro. Now, I know 2 of what's in here. I think there's 3? I think there's 3 books in here. It's quite a chunky one, but they wrap it in a lot of bubble wrap, so it could just be 2. I don't know if it's the September book as well, like the Gsff that I'm subscribed to. Woo! Yeah, so they're all wrapped together. Is that that might just be 2, because one of them is a chunky boy. I think they both might be chunky boys. Literally look how much bubble wrap there is. Oh, there is 3! Huzzah! Okay. Ah! Oh my god, okay. So I'll show you the Gsff first. Oh, it's a lot shorter than I thought it would be. So this is the September Gsff. It is Among Thieves by M.J. Kuhn. These are the edges. Very cool axes. A lot shorter than I thought it would be. But that's fine because then I will maybe actually get to it sooner than the rest of them. I keep mixing this up with Little Thieves, which is by Margaret Owen, that's coming out. Because Little Thieves is coming in... Oh, that's odd. Usually they spray the bottom and the top as well, but it's not sprayed. Oh well. I don't actually know what this is about, so who needs friends when you have axes? Rhea the Butcher Cortella has earned her reputation as the quickest, deadliest blade in the city, not to mention the sharpest tongue, but Rhea Cortella is not her real name. So a deadly secret has kept her in hiding, running from city to city. She's staying one step ahead of the formidable Guildmaster, sovereign ruler of the 5 kingdoms. Oh, I think it's like a heist book. So it says, like, one last impossible job is all that stands between her and her freedom, but she can't do it alone. She needs to team up with the Saints, a crew of uniquely skilled miscreants, smugglers and thieves, carry off a death-defying heist into the most tightly guarded island in the kingdoms. Oh. So his MJ Kuhn's thrilling fantasy debut is a high-stakes heist novel set in a gritty world of magic and malice. So this seems right up my street, to be honest. Love the edges. Lots of people complain about this kind of neon yellowy green. I kind of wish the edges weren't like that, but I like the colour in general. But yeah, I'm happy with that personally. I think I will probably get to that sooner rather than later because it's quite thin. It's probably one that I will put on like TBRs very easily because it's quite short. Next up is one that I bought simply because of like kind of, not peer pressure, but like everyone was talking about it on the Goldsboro group. So this is The Pariah by Anthony Ryan. And Anthony Ryan is one of those authors that's like, I've always heard of him, and like he's one of those guy authors in fantasy that a lot of people read. So it's a gritty, heart-pounding tale of betrayal and bloody vengeance, and that's a blurb from John Gwynne. The Pariah begins a ruthless and gripping fantasy epic. So born into the troubled kingdom of Albermaine, Alwyn Scribe is raised as an outlaw, quick of wit and deft with a blade. Alwyn is content with the freedom of the woods and the comradeship of his fellow thieves. But an act of betrayal sets him on a path of blood and vengeance, which eventually leads him to a soldier's life in the king's army. Fighting under the command of Lady Everdeen Corlane, a noblewoman beset by visions of a demonic apocalypse, Alwyn must survive war and the deadly intrigues of the nobility if he hopes to claim his final vengeance. But as dark forces, both human and arcane, gather to oppose Everdeen's rise, Alwyn faces a choice. Can he be a warrior or will he always be an outlaw? It's got lovely maroon edges as well. Oh yeah, I forgot to check the numbers I've got. Number 188. That's pretty low out of 500. I love seeing what numbers I'm gonna get. I haven't checked my Among Thieves either. Number 416 of 2000. Although they've upped it to 2000, it was 1,500 people only, and they upped it to 2000 without telling anyone, and everyone was really pissed off. I'm not bothered about other people getting the same edition as me. It's more the only thing I'm worried about is like early access, like it's going to be even more of a bloodbath, but you know, it can't be helped. You want these businesses to thrive, don't you? And publishing's not easy to thrive in, so. Now the final one is something I've already started, and that is Empire of the Vampire. This is the Goldsboro edition with my favourite colour as its frayed edges. I'm so happy. It's so nice. And like the edges are perfect. Ah, so gorgeous. Oh, look at it. Every single copy of Empire of the Vampire will have the De Leon or De Leon crest on it. So that's normal. So this is the Waterstones one. It has the De Leon crest. However, Goldsboro and the Illumicrate ones are going to have different crests. So this is the Chastain. So that's one of the vampire lines. And then Illumicrate, I think, is, from what I remember, is going to have Voss. If you've read it, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, then you have no idea. It's fine. But yeah, very happy with this. It's silver. That being silver as well. Purple pages that are like basically the same hue as the edges. I'm just having the best of times right now. And I'm glad I'm really enjoying the book, because if not, I will just sell this. The fact that it's purple and the fact that I'm enjoying the book, I am very happy to have this in my hands. What number did I get is the question. I think I might have got a high number. Oh, that's not too bad. 738 out of 2000 is not bad at all. It's not low, but it's not one of the 1000s. I just want to not have a 1000 number. I feel like below 1000 is fine enough for me. I don't really care. So even more books to add to my TBR shelf. Woohoo! Anyway, the rest of today I am going to the osteopath to get my shoulder sorted out. I am going to then study when I get back, because I need to study for my exams next week. And then maybe get some reading done this evening. Not too sure what's gonna happen with me. I'm getting a bit anxious about exams, even though I know I'll be fine. Like, I get anxious doing anything other than studying, which is annoying because I'm also getting anxious about going to the gym, because that takes 2 whole hours out of my day. Half an hour each way to get there, and an hour spent there is 2 hours. And like, in my head, I can't justify that, but I'm feeling then guilty for not going to the gym because obviously I pay for it and it's PT and blah, 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 so it's more expensive. And then I'm like, yeah, but I'm wasting money by not going. Oh my God, it's just a whole mess up in my head all of the time, guys. I'm sure a lot of you relate. So I was gonna go to the gym this morning, but I woke up feeling anxious about it, so I cancelled. I can possibly go at 6 p.m. this evening, but then I spend all day feeling anxious thinking about going. So yeah, that's what's happening with my brain currently. Kind of annoying, but you know, once these first lot of exams are over and I see how they work and like what the difficulty level actually is, I'm hoping I can calm down a bit for the rest of this year, because I am sitting like 8 exams this year, so it's not ideal. I guess I will just update you later if I do read anything. I'm hoping I do. I'm like determined to read something. I do really want to finish pretty much all of my currently reading this week. That would be ideal, because then next Monday I won't have to read anything. I'll just study for the night before, and then Tuesday, obviously exams in the day, Patreon sprints in the night. Just read, something new. Fingers crossed. Keep your fingers crossed for me. And I shall see you later. Hi friends, it is Saturday. I got through a massive chunk of Empire of the Vampire last night. Oh, only got this much left. I hate that there's smudges on sprayed edges, but can't be helped. Anyway, things are getting good in the book. It's... oh God. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I just literally made that by accident. Anyway, my exams are on Tuesday. I think I'm starting to panic. I've done all of one topic, well, like one exam, assurance. I'm happy with that, but I'm not happy with my accounting. But like looking at the notes, I'm like, I know this, but then when I go and do the questions, I'm like, I don't know this. So I'm not sure how today is gonna go in terms of the way I feel about revising. I may take a little bit more of a break today and just get through some questions rather than like spending ages poring over the notes. I feel like that'll be better. I'll just do questions, and if I get them wrong, I get them wrong. It's fine. Like doing the questions will teach me the content as well. Went a little bit off track there, but yeah, Empire of the Vampire is getting really good. I've enjoyed it all the way through anyway, but I currently have 150 pages left. I'm hoping to finish that later on tonight after my Patreon monthly live show, which is just a chatty update this month. That's what people voted for. But yeah, I'm going to sprint a little bit after that just to get this finished. I reckon a couple of hours should be done then. I'm really annoyed that I've done that. I've got 3 other copies. I don't know what the fuck I'm complaining about. I don't really know what else to say about it, because obviously I don't want to spoil anything, but I really like the humour. Obviously it's the same humour as in like Nevernight, and I liked Nevernight, so unsurprising that I'm enjoying this. I like the humour, I like the bloodiness and like the fighting and the gore and stuff that comes up. It's not very gory. I don't want people to think it's very gory, but like some particular things that happen are like, oh fuck. Jesus Christ. Love the fighting, love the relationships, kind of like seeing the 2 different timelines, because you see him, he's telling the story of when he was younger, but then he kind of jumps forward to when he was a bit older as well, and like he's lost his faith at that point and everything. So I'm really enjoying it, and I'm enjoying even the bits where he's just talking to the vampire, like telling his story. Well, there's 3 bits to it, and every part I am enjoying. It's not like I'm preferring one story over the other. I'm quite enjoying all of it, which is good. None of the characters are like super sticking out to me at the moment, except for the main one and like the love interest and their friend. The thing is right now I could tell you their names, but like I feel like in a week I probably maybe would not be able to tell you the names of other characters, especially in the more recent timeline. The characters that he's traveling with, like I don't really care about them. Like they're fine, but I'm like, there's not like a lot of characters that I'm attached to, and that's kind of like my main want in a book, is to be attached to characters and care about them and stuff. But I think like, because I knew what it was going in, I enjoyed it anyway, whereas like if someone didn't know what this was going in and it's like 700 pages, I don't think they would enjoy it as much. And I know a lot of people don't enjoy his style of writing either for adult, but they do like his YA, so you know, it's something for everyone. I am hoping to finish this tonight though, because then I will finally have got my 4th book of this month done, which is ridiculous. I hope to also finish Threadneedle maybe tomorrow. Oh, I didn't even hear the door. Look who it is! Right, well, I'm gonna go unbox this for a video now. Speaking of Empire of the Vampire, this is the September Illumicrate. Right, well, I'll update you guys when I finish the book, basically. See you later. Everyone, it is Monday. Thought I would show off my Bluetooth headphones because I'm a massive weeb, gamer, weirdo. I like these ears, they light up. I'm gonna indulge myself no matter what. It's Monday. I have nearly finished Empire of the Vampire. I have about 100 pages left now. I'm leaning over to talk to you because the lighting gets really weird when I do this. So I'm doing this. I've been studying all day for my exams tomorrow, just spent the whole day at Costa, as you will have just seen. I did actually start and finish All Systems Red, which is the first book in the Murderbot Diaries. It is only 144 pages, but I listened to it on Scribd, so it's only a couple of hours long, because I was feeling very in my feelings about the fact that I have not read very many books this month. So I will be fitting that into my prompts somehow. You'll see in my wrap up what I've done when I sort all that out. Enjoyed it, gave it 4 stars. It wasn't as I think maybe it was a little bit overhyped for me because everyone raves about it. It was okay, it was fun. I enjoyed it. Not oh my god, I want to read more or anything, but I thought it was pretty good. It was really solid. Genuinely would recommend it. I am still currently only 50% of the way through Threadneedle, hoping to maybe after my second exam tomorrow, smash through some of that before sprints. And then on sprints, I am going to start She Who Became the Sun, fingers crossed, if I'm feeling it. I'm hopefully going to be feeling it because I don't want that to carry over into October. It's my Patreon pick for the book club for October and September, but I don't want to read non-spooky books in October, except for Assassin's Quest, obviously. Hob just comes above everything. That's a priority for me. So yeah, that's kind of my update for now. Not much reading has happened this week, obviously. I've got exams, so I genuinely have not been able to read, even though I've spent a lot of time not studying, but also not reading. Because of stress. As per usual, you guys know me, that's what I do. But hopefully Patreon sprints tomorrow will get a lot done, and then also Becca has sprints on Wednesday from all day to try and get shit done. So I'm gonna join in on those. And then Thursday I do have D&D, so I basically won't be able to read anything on the last day of September, which sucks. But if I am close to the end of something, I'll try and read something after, in between college and D&D, and then when we get back as well, I have an hour before bed. So say if I haven't finished Threadneedle or something, I'll try and squeeze that in. I'm not super happy with the way I've read this month, but you know what? It's not the end of the world. By the time I have read the things I've read, I will have read a lot anyway. And I'll be happy in the end with what I've read, because I've read 2 huge books this month. 1,400 pages is the total for 2 books, so that's fine to me. Let's forgive me for that. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to studying now. You will not probably see me until Tuesday night when I'm doing my Patreon sprints with Spoops. So exams tomorrow, you'll probably see me after that. See you later. Hi friends, it's Tuesday. I am about to go on my Patreon sprints with Spoops. I am teaming up with her this evening. I had both of my exams today. I'm not really going to speak on it until I get results tomorrow because I feel like they did not go well and no one else felt like they went well either. So I'm just gonna try not to think about it until I actually get the results, and then I can be sad if I actually did fail. But I'm not gonna beat myself up about it whilst I have no idea what the outcome is. So anyway, I immediately after finishing my exam and picking up Jordan from uni, I threw myself into reading and I finished Empire of the Vampire. I gave it 5 stars. For a little bit near the end there, it was just going to be a 4/4.5, because although it was, I enjoyed it all the way through, enjoyed the way the story went with the different timelines and the way it all coalesced at the end. There wasn't as much like plot twisty stuff that I've learned to expect from J. Christoph's adult things like Nevernight, such as the end of Nevernight, end of God's Grave, plot twists like that. However, there were some near the end, maybe less than I expected, which is why it was different. But then those reveals and the ending really did bump it up to a 5 for me. It's rare that something can be so long and me still be invested. I say that now having started Robin Hobb, but I do really enjoy the Robin Hobb books, so I just don't really read a lot of huge books like that. I average around 450 to 500 pages, I think, and this was just over 700. It was really good though. I can't really lie and say that it wasn't. I am kind of upset that I spent so long reading it, but it's fine. Like, even though I've only read 5 books this month so far, I read 2 massive ones, and I've said this before and talked and blah, blah, blah in other clips, but I'm happy with the fact that I read 2 big ones. Like, I'm negating the fact that I haven't read loads with the fact that I read big ones. This evening, in terms of what's on the cards for reading, I should really read She Who Became the Sun, but I'm not really in the mood for it. I also did pick up Way of the Argosy because I am doing a booktube tour for this in a couple of weeks, so keep an eye out for that vlog. But I picked this up and I've sat down and I've done something on my laptop, and now that I'm just about to start sprints, I'm like, oh, do I want to read it? Because it is only really short, so I think I could get a lot of it done tonight and finish it off tomorrow. So I'm very torn. I'm really kind of just like flip-flopping on what I want to read right now, especially having after finished such a long book. So I was debating starting this or The Beautiful Ones by Sylvia Moreno Garcia, who wrote Mexican Gothic. And this is really floppy and it's just nice to hold. Oh, but I don't know if I want to jump back into this world quite yet, especially after like the day I've had. So I kind of want to like treat myself and pick up something I really want to read, but I kind of don't know what I really want to read. So I might just go and like stand in my library for a bit. I just go stand in the library for a bit and like feel my feelings and have a look around. I know you guys know what I mean when you do that. I bet all of you do it when you don't know what you want to read. I'm hoping to reach 8 books, but I don't think I will. I think I might reach 7 at a push. Like, at a push. Like, I really would have to try hard to get to 7. Yeah, I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna go feel my feelings and stand in my library like a weirdo. I will see you later when I have an update on what I did read and how I felt about it. Bye! Hi friends, it is Wednesday, so almost the end of the week and almost the end of the month. I am currently on sprints with Becca and Press, hopefully going for the whole day into the evening. Gonna get a lot of shit done. Speaking of, I have just finished reading The Beautiful Ones. I read a lot this morning, I read a lot last night on my Patreon sprints, and just about finished it off in the first couple of short sprints that we had on the dice sprints. This is my Goldsboro edition, it's really nice. Basically, I'm not sure if I said the premise of this, but it's kind of like basically historical fiction with a tiny little twist of magic. The only magic that's in it is telekinesis, and the main character can do it, and the guy that she is like involved with can do it, but everything else is kind of like high society, debutante balls, the grand season, like all the popular wealthy people are called the Beautiful Ones, that's what it's referring to. The main character's kind of from the country and she gets sent into the city. She can't really control her telekinesis, meets this guy called Hector. He can do telekinesis and they kind of start courting sort of thing, but there's also a lot of other stuff going on that I can't really talk about because it spoils it. And the synopsis, which talks about, ooh, he might have a bitter secret, it is like revealed in the first chapter. But I found that quite interesting going along. Like, I found it interesting knowing the motives of the characters the whole time. And this is super, super character based, not really heavy on the plot, about the character relationships, kind of humanity and how they feel, how love can destroy people, like obsession, things like that. So it's definitely something different to what I usually read. Did really enjoy it. I actually have not put this through core pile yet, but currently in my mind it kind of sits at a 3.5. Really solid, short book, only 292 pages. Thought it was really good kind of book to squeeze in for the end of September. I would genuinely recommend it. It's a nice quick read. Kind of reminds me in the vein of like Taylor Jenkins Reid kind of character work with, you know, Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo and Daisy Jones and the Six and that kind of stuff, but more historical. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say. It was kind of just a quick read and it went well, and I'm hoping to start the last graduate today because it came in the mail. But also what came in the mail just now on Sprints is Fairy Loot for September. So I'm also going to do a little unboxing for you now. These vlogs just turn into unboxings, I swear, but I'm sure you guys aren't complaining. Okay, as per usual, I know what book is coming, but I won't spoil it for you guys till I take it out the box. Theme is called Uprising. This is the lovely character art. I like that they use this on one page so that it's easier and you can keep it as a print as well. As per usual, there's a lot of this, which I hate. This is the worst part of it, I think. So the first thing is the Prison Healer card holder. Oh my gosh, it's like stuck. Oh my gosh, it's pretty though. Okay, so it holds 4 cards and this is the art on it, which is pretty much the same art as the book. This flower is reminiscent of the cover, and Fairy Loot had a purple cover as well. So as you can see, you could probably put more than one in there, to be fair, and then a couple in there as well. I genuinely think I would use this because my purse is quite bulky and I don't actually really carry much cash. This would be nice to like be able to just put it in my bag kind of thing. So yeah, I'm actually quite pleased with that. I would have preferred it to have like a flip possibly to cover my cards so that it's not obvious it's a card holder, but other than that it's very pretty and seems quite sturdy and quite well made, so definitely happy with that. Next up is an Ember in the Ashes enamel pin. So this says, "May death claim me first." So this is the pin. I'll get Joe to zoom for you once again. I never really have much to say about pins, to be honest, because they're either pretty or they're not. The artwork seems quite intricate, but it's quite small. I do wish it was a little bit bigger. Like, you can see all of this space on a card as well. I wish it was a little bit bigger. When you look at it like close up, the artwork, the little like stuff is quite intricate. Now, this next item I'm not that pleased with because I knew there was a blanket coming, but this is extremely thin and like the feeling of that is horrible. This is not a blanket, this is a tapestry, surely. Oh, but it's Daughter of Smoke and Bone. I swear this can't be a blanket. Is the blanket coming on October's one? Maybe this is a tapestry. Oh, it is a tapestry, okay. That's fine then. I was panicking for a second that this was meant to be a blanket when it's super thin and like the back is not soft. The front is. This is gorgeous. Not sure how I'm gonna actually hang it up. I don't know how to hang a tapestry. If anyone has any ideas, let me know. But the item is gorgeous. I love Daughter of Smoke and Bone, obviously. Super happy with that item. Oh, I forgot there's 2 books coming in this box. Oh, one is literally just a simple paperback though, like nothing special about it. So this is Beasts of Prey by Ayana Gray. Ulcosa was once a city of magic, now magic is nothing more than a myth. This is the worst trope. This trope is like the trope I hate more than anything else. It's so overdone, it's not done well. Oh well, Coffee is a beastkeeper in the night zoo, caring for fearsome creatures to pay off her family's debts, and then suddenly she unleashes a wild and mysterious power that sets it in flame. Econ is destined to become an elite warrior like his father and brother until the fire, and he's cast out. Thrown together, they must enter the terrifying greater jungle and capture the Shatani, a legendary monster that's plagued Little Costa for a century. Magic has returned to Ulcosa and the hunt has begun. Brand new fantasy adventure. This... I am not interested in that. This seems like very typical YA. It's not my thing. Nothing to me screams unique plot twist. No, it's just... it's not for me. Next we have socks, which I'm always super happy to have. I always love all the socks that we get. 6 Crimson Cranes. So obviously I haven't read 6 Crimson Cranes yet because I only got it like 2 months ago in the July box. But these socks are so cute. I wish the blue was a little bit lighter, but that's fine. I bloody love socks. I keep all of the socks no matter what fandom they're from because I love socks in general. The only thing that's left is the book, and it's a really small hardback, which is annoying. Sorry, I say the only thing. There are the tarot cards, there is a blonde white man, and a dark-haired white man who is ambiguous. Pentagrams? He has a white apple. What the fuck fandom is this from? Oh, it's from Caraval. Obviously, that's why I don't recognise them. They will go on the pile of tarot cards that I've got that I've never looked at. Okay, so this book is very highly anticipated by a lot of people. I have also ordered the Goldsboro edition. Wait, is this the right book or am I thinking of a different... I'm thinking about a different book. I mean, this book is also very highly anticipated. I was just mixing up September and October. So obviously we have the bookmark from the monthly art every month again. Fairy Scoop, which has your stuff about the book in it. You have a letter from the author and a print on the back of the characters. This month's book is not stenciled edges. It is Defy the Night by Bridget Kemmerer. This is the author of A Curse So Dark and Lonely. I really like the iridescence on the foiling though. That's really cool. The edges are just plain lilac, and it's a really small hardback. The end pages... oh, that's all that's under the cover. And then you get art on the back. Now, this is not as like up to par as their usual stuff is, but I have a feeling that they've spent a lot of money on getting the October book to be really, really good and exclusive because it's even more, so we say, coveted than this one. This was okay. I feel like I might sell the box, I'm not gonna lie. I do feel like keeping the socks. To be fair, the tapestry I will keep. But other than that, I actually might sell this box on. I feel like I will not pick this up. I haven't even read to you what it's about. But I just know I wouldn't like A Curse So Dark and Lonely. So this fantasy kingdom is on the brink of disaster. There's a sickness. Some elixir made from moonflower petal is limited. And the king is holding a tenuous peace in his castle. Out in the wilds, some apothecary apprentice is tired of seeing her neighbours suffering, ignored by royals. So her and her best friend Wes, I guarantee you they'll be a couple, risk their lives to steal moonflower petals and distribute the elixir. Rumours spread the cure no longer works, and rebellion begins to flare. A particularly cruel act from the king's justice makes Tessa desperate enough to try the impossible, sneaking into the palace. So either he's her love interest, or he's her love interest and the king kills him or like makes him sick or something, I bet. That's my guess. I am going to pack all this back up, to be honest, and pop it onto a group because I am not caring at all about these books. Usually I skip when I don't want one, but I think I just forgot to skip, to be honest. So I'm just going to sell it on. Not the best one. Sorry that I was so glum. But I'm going to get back to reading now. I'm going to go start The Last Graduate and have lunch. And I'll see you guys later. Bye. Hello my friends, it is time to wrap up this vlog and in doing so also wrap up the month of September. I say wrap up, but I'm not doing my September wrap up in this clip. That will be a separate video, do not worry, because I have read I think 6 books this month, plus half of a couple. So I'm going to go through what I have left on the September TBR, which is going to be carried over into October. So the first of those would be the audiobook for Threadneedle. This actually is okay because I'm doing a little bit of travelling in October to go see my friends. So that will be alright to listen to on my drive. So it's not going to be too bad. I'm not listening to any other audiobooks in October, or at least I don't plan to. So that's almost like not really taking up any other reading time, so I don't really mind about that. The other one would be the ebook for The Grace of Kings by Ken Liu. That is the first book in the Dandelion Dynasties trilogy, and I bought it from the Broken Binding and bought the special editions, so I was going to read the first one. I am still really enjoying it, it's just I think I'm a little bit out of the loop or in a slump kind of when it comes to quite heavy political fantasy right now, hence why I have not gotten to She Who Became the Sun this month. So I'm hoping that I will get to that sometime in October. It is my Patreon book club pick, so obviously I will have to get to it in October, but probably near the end when I've got less exams on. And the very last one that I have left is The Last Graduate by Naomi Novik, and I'm already halfway through. So on Becca's sprints yesterday, I got halfway through this. Today I am studying. It's currently 3 o'clock and I have D&D at 7, so I need to do one more topic from my tax studies and then maybe I can get to a little bit more of this and also hopefully a little bit more afterwards. I feel like I'm not going to finish it, but I might just stay up to finish it so that I get one more book on my TBR, because this was for the school setting as well, for Magical Readathon, and it was, I think I picked it for Mood Read for Bookoplathon, and I am really enjoying it and would like to finish it, and I am halfway. And usually yesterday I would have read a lot more, but I got really distracted. It was strange. Usually I would have read this quite easily in 5 or 6 sprints, but it was not meant to be yesterday. Other than that, next week your vlog coming your way on Thursday will be simply a weekend vlog for Assassin's Quest, which I am starting this weekend. I will be starting it tomorrow during Spoopathon sprints, and then carrying it into Readathon 24 hours. Basically, I don't count the hours I'm asleep for a readathon, for a 24-hour readathon, and I don't want to stay up either. So I am taking 4 hours from Friday, or 4 or 5 hours from Friday, and carrying it into Saturday to add on, and then obviously take away my sleeping hours. My actual reading time then will be 24 hours rather than 24 minus sleep, if that makes sense. So it may carry over a little bit into Sunday as well, who knows, but I'm hoping to get it all done and dusted on this weekend, which is quite a feat considering how thick it is. It is nearly 900 pages, but I'm gonna try it. I passed my exams this week. I didn't actually say that in a clip, I don't think, but I passed both of my exams that I did on Tuesday, which I'm really, really pleased about. So I'm gonna treat myself by just letting myself read this weekend. And yeah, that's about it for this vlog, guys. I hope you've enjoyed my little coziness of just being to Sainsbury's, so I haven't really gotten my coat and stuff off yet, but I needed to finish off this vlog. Give this video a like if you enjoyed. Make sure you comment a little scarf emoji. I think there are scarf emojis. Pretty sure there are. If not, comment whatever emoji you like. If you were here but you didn't really have anything to say, but you wanted to let me know that you watched and you were here, which is always so good to see. It always fills my heart with joy, even just seeing that little emoji at the end of the video that I've talked about and that people post it. Oh, it fills my heart so much. All of my links are in the description, as well as the link to my Patreon. If you don't know what goes on my Patreon, this is what you're missing out on. Speaking of Patreon, I want to give a huge shout out to all of those on my deity tier. So that is Becca, Meg, Amy, Lisa, Lydia, Mercy, and Sarah. Thank you guys so much for all of your support, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye!